Hello, and with us today is Rysa from GoldRing. We're here to ask him a few questions, have an interview with him on mass communication and the media. And Rysa, can you talk to us about your thoughts and correspondence with social networking on mass media?
My thoughts are that's a big topic, and to begin with, the mass media is very distorted in its present situation. I would think that the best thing that we could see is a complete remake of the media, and the best way to do that is through um, the social groups that you're speaking of. There's so many that are pretty useless. Facebook, MySpace. They just support a kind of media. Um, a type of media just circus, where there's really nothing more than there's no more content than you can possibly put in popcorn. It's just a complete pablum of idiocy. But my whole idea on the mass consciousness of media is we need to see a change into a higher consciousness, and so that's what I'm looking forward to.
Okay, and so about that, your website offers the users the availability of social networking, and can you tell us what else it offers and the goal you wish to achieve?
The goal came about spontaneously just through meeting with people, but I've been involved in internet-related social media since the late 80s, through previous to the internet. And in those times, I've seen that the most important part of media is waking up a person's ability to communicate, waking up their voice. And so as the aspect of the ability to communicate on a telephone began some of the first social medias, now that we see the media is becoming much more creative based, and where each individual has the aptitude and application in developing the talent to become worthwhile connections or nodes within each social network, rather than just being pulled along by hypnotic stuff.
Interesting. So what else, what do you believe will be next in the future, and do you hope that's the direction society is heading?
Well, society doesn't have a choice. It's going to move in the direction that it will be headed to based upon the vectors that have been created over the past time period. And so what is going to happen is there's going to be a proliferation of change, and a renaissance of new ideas in opposition to the polarity that has magnetically drawn everybody to the present level. And so without moral judgment beside, the moral level of the world is at a very low state. You can call it the Kali Yuga, the Indian theology and things of that sort speak of the dark times or the Aztecs, but they all speak of a resurgence of energy, of like the spiritual generation, the seventh generation in the Indian concepts, the American indigenous. And with that, this is a time of transformation from a period of separation and violence and conflict to a time of unification. And in that unification is the answer to your question, I hope, is that the future is moving towards a unification of consciousness. And in that consciousness will also be technological consciousness, which is based in intelligence. It's just that we have to teach it how to have a soul. And probably the first step is for each and every one on the planet learning that they have a soul to begin with. So the violence and the wars will stop. So that's my hope more than my prediction.
Great. Great. And well, thank you for being here with us and doing the interview.
Thank you.
This is Rysa once again. Thank you for watching.